Sturdy Women, welcome back. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're feeling good in your body. Today I want to talk about something that I get asked about a lot, and you're probably wondering too, is what are the best exercises for lipedema? And related to that, does exercise help you lose weight with lipedema? So I'm gonna talk about some of the things I like to incorporate in my workout, things that other women with lipedema find really beneficial. But before I do that, I wanna say a big welcome to all of our new subscribers. We are so happy to have you in our community. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click subscribe below, and then make sure you click the little bell so that you get a notification each week when I post a new Sturdy Woman video. And then if today's content or anything else on the channel is helpful to you, please do like and share so that we can reach more women and give them hope and help with their lipedema. Okay, so the big question is what exercises will help you lose weight with lipedema? Let's just tackle that one right off the bat. First, exercise doesn't work that great to help people lose weight, even if they don't have lipedema. So there are a million reasons to exercise. Exercise is going to benefit you and your lipedema in many ways, but it's probably not going to be the key to losing weight. For most people, this is not just for lipedema. If you want to read more about that, I really recommend checking out a new book by Aubrey Gordon called You Just Need to Lose Weight and 19 Other Myths About Fat People. This just came out a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I just finished it. It's fantastic. She breaks down a lot of research around things like this. So exercise, wonderful thing to do, probably not going to be something that changes your weight a lot, especially if you have lipedema. You can see more about my story, and I'll put some links to my other videos about how keto has really been instrumental in my weight loss. That said, I still love exercise. Even before my diagnosis, when I was 300 pounds, I was a group fitness instructor. I taught spinning, and it has great mental health, stress relieving benefits, and it's really going to help you improve your circulation, move your lymph. So what are some of the things that you can do to get those great benefits from exercise? My number one favorite, and I have another video about that, I'll pop that up below if you haven't seen it. I love walking. Walking is my go-to. The key is find something that you love. I walk a couple times a day, just around my neighborhood. Literally everyone in my neighborhood knows me as the walking lady. People, I have no idea who they are. They stop me and they tell me that they see me walking all the time, which I guess is sweet. I'm a celebrity in my neighborhood. But find something that you enjoy doing. For me, that's walking. I have a pair of running shoes that I love. Amazon says I have bought them 15 times. They're wide, and so they are really great for my swollen, kind of buniony feet. They're Brooks running shoes. I'll put a link below. If you're having a hard time finding shoes that might be good for walking, you might check those out. So walking is a really great thing for lipedema if that's an option for you. Other things that work really well for ladies are swimming. And this doesn't have to be like Olympic kind of swimming, like it can be walking in the water. I know some of you are already saying, but Rebekah, that means I have to wear a bathing suit and people are gonna see my legs and my body. Check out my recent video, What to Wear with Lipedema, and I share some different companies that offer great options for swimwear. I really wish these had existed when I was younger. You can now get things like swim leggings that are like a running tight, so you can feel really covered. You can also find swim dresses. You can find rash guards. If you don't like to show your arms, you can get a rash guard that's going to cover your arms to 3/4, full length, you know, some kind of sleeve if that makes you feel more comfortable. So I list a lot of different options in that video. Check that out. That's an option if you think swimming might be good for you. And really, swimming is great because the pressure from the water does, one, feel really great, and it's going to help offer almost like a compression that's going to push fluid up and out of your body. When I was at FDRS in April, the Fat Disorders Resource Society conference, fellow lipedema woman Susan O'Hara was giving out this book. She loves swimming. She was giving out this book, walking through different types of aquatherapy and showing like how-tos. Let me find one for you. Really of how she does different movements and things in the water to benefit her lipedema. So she was giving this out at FDRS, but you can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link below, and it might have some tips, those of you who are looking for things to do in the pool that will support your lipedema. Susan O'Hara has that book. So swimming is really wonderful. Also cycling, and I don't mean, yes, I just said I was a spin instructor, but you don't have to go to a spinning class. You don't have to buy a Peloton. You don't have to do like that crazy intense kind of stuff. When I was first diagnosed, my physical therapist really encouraged me to use a recumbent bike, which is much less intense. And the recumbent bike is the one where you're seated and your legs are more horizontal instead of up and down like the traditional bike that we think of. And so a recumbent bike can be helpful because you're not straight up and down, you're not fighting gravity as much to get the fluid out. So if you don't have access to a recumbent bike at a gym or something like that, there are these really cool things you can get to put either under your desk or use while you're sitting on the couch. And I'll put a link to what I'm talking about below. And you can use this if you work from home or have a desk job like I do. You can just put this under your desk and just be kind of keeping yourself active throughout the day. Also, if you are struggling with some mobility, but you want to, you know, keep things moving in your legs, do what you can to build some muscle and some strength. It can be used anywhere you can sit down. So that's a great option, is something like an under desk bike, and I'll put a link to what I'm talking about below. Also, something that's really accessible is a vibration plate. I'm working on another video that I'll share with you in a week or so, just about vibration plates, but I wanted to include it in this video because a vibration plate is great if you're just trying to get into exercise or you don't have a lot of time. It's something that you only have to use maybe 10 minutes a day. You can stand on it, you can sit on it. Honestly, I sometimes lay down and just put my legs on it. It's going to shake you, and that's going to increase your circulation, improve lymphatic flow, and keep that fluid moving out. One of my big takeaways from the Fat Disorders Resource Society conference was that fat loves a fluid-rich environment. So anything you can do to keep moving that fluid is going to be fantastic for you. So vibration plate is another option. And again, something that you can do 10-15 minutes a day. Do it seated, keep it under your desk, put it by the couch, whatever. It just feels like a massage. It's so relaxing and gentle. So I'll put an option below, one that's kind of the type you want to look for. You want to look for something that goes like this. And then this last one, oh my gosh, if you do this last one, please put in the comments. I don't have a rebounder, but many women love a rebounder, and it just looks like so much fun. I live in a second floor apartment, And I do not think the people below me would think that this was funny. But it's a rebounder is just a small trampoline. And you just bounce on it. You're not like joining the circus. You're not flipping and kicking and whatever, unless you want to. That would be really cool. But to get the benefit, you just need to gently bounce on it. Rebounders, you can get them, I'm going to put a link to an example below. You can get them with a really high weight limit. So the one I'm going to put below has a weight limit of 450 pounds. You also want to look for something that has a bar. You can get them with a nice bar that you can hold on to so that you can feel really secure and stable while you're using it. And then you're just going to bounce on it. And the up and down movement, as well as activating your calf, is going to help push that fluid up and out of your legs, which is going to feel great. Once you start getting some of that fluid out of your legs, you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna feel some relief, and you're gonna have some stress relief. Remember, I have another video about inflammation. Stress really is just bad for us in so many ways. And so exercise is gonna release your stress, which is a great benefit. Okay, sturdy women, what did I miss? What exercise do you love to do? What makes you feel better? Put it down below in the comments. I'm gonna put links to everything I talked about today in the description below, and I'm also gonna round it up for you over at sturdywoman.com. You can reach out to me. I'd love to see you over there. You can send me an email, shoot me a message over there. I would love to hear from you. All right, feel good, be strong, enjoy this gorgeous summer weather. Mwah. I'll see you next week.